Good evening, everyone.
People who voted for Biden, if you voted for Trump, you're not gonna like this.
I'm Christo Bolsius.
Alin Garcia here.
Welcome to a new episode of your weekly podcast, Two Bald Bearded Dudes.
Today it's US after elections special.
Finally, we can, at least we think so, say that Joe Biden is the new president of the United States.
And for that reason today we're going to be reviewing Donald Trump's best hits.
Yeah, that means Donnie's best, worst tweets. So our first tweet, tweeted September 7th, 2020. Starting to get very high marks in our handling of the coronavirus, between brackets, China virus, especially when compared to other countries and areas of the world. Now the vaccines, plus, are coming, and fast.
I mean, United States has very high marks indeed. So first country number of cases, first country number of deaths, but I think Donald Trump was looking at this all wrong.
Yeah, I don't think he understood the high marks when they kept warning him, we're at the highest percentile of the world. I think he misunderstood what they were saying.
Yeah, he probably should keep it like lower figures.
Yeah, I like how he still calls it a China virus, in September. The China virus.
It's always been China virus for him. He loves it so much.
Exactly.
It's his own invention.
COVID. COVID, it's confusing for him. He likes Corona because it's easy with the beer, and China virus is easy as well, but COVID, too complicated.
Tweet number 2, posted by our favorite president in March 2018, says, "Crazy Joe Biden is trying to act like a tough guy. Actually, he is weak, both mentally and physically, and yet he threatens me for a second time with physical assault. He doesn't know me, but he would go down fast and hard, Crane all the way. Don't threaten people, Joe."
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I mean, him saying that now, 2.5 years later, I mean, it didn't go as fast as planned, but I think it's now Donald going hard.
Yeah, honestly, that tweet did not age well.
No, indeed, it did not. Tweet number 3, posted in January 2015. "If the morons who had killed all those people at Charlie Hebdo would have just waited, the magazine would have just folded. No money, no success."
Wow, I mean, this is a hard one, because one thing is not being compassionate with the victims, but another thing is calling morons the terrorists. I mean, it's not the smartest strategy.
Yeah, I mean, plus everybody knows the terrorists love to play the waiting game, They're like, these people insult our prophet. Let's wait 4 years until they got a business. Then we will have the last laugh.
Yeah, on the bright side, luckily for him, his beloved China virus is reducing the number of victims on these kind of attacks because the morons are locked down.
It's true.
Yeah. So our fourth tweet from our dear Danny, it's 7 years ago when he was younger and probably smarter. "Sorry, losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest, and you all know it. Please don't feel so stupid or insecure. It's not your fault."
I must say it's a massive relief to know that I don't have to feel super insecure and it's not my fault. I was trying to think if it's my fault that I don't have his IQ. I mean,
I think, honestly, like Donald got the numbers wrong again. He probably got an IQ of 1 or 2, and he thought, honestly, that he was like the first highest IQ or the second highest IQ across the United States. So probably it's his fault because he was just honestly mistaken.
there's a very big chance that he said that and his advisors or all the people around him were scared to tell him the truth. So, yeah, you're number 1 in the world.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. This was tweeted in October 2019. "We have declassified a picture of the wonderful dog, name not declassified, that did such a great job in capturing and killing the leader of ISIS, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi."
Well, on this case, I'm not going to comment because my opinion is going to be classified just for my own safety.
Yeah, imagine if they had said the name like this dog named Rex. All the terrorists would have been like, okay, we know how he looks, German Shepherd. We know his name. We can find him now, get revenge.
Yeah, in any case, it's a dog. How cute. I mean, I love dogs. I cannot comment against him.
No, it's true. That's very adorable.
So our next tweet posted in June 2019, it's regarding his visit to the UK. Sadiq Khan, who by all accounts has done a terrible job as mayor of London, has been foolishly nasty to the visiting president of the United States, by far the most important ally of the United Kingdom. He is a stone cold loser who should focus on crime in London, not me.
I must say, I have to give it to Trump. He has a talent making friends wherever he goes.
I mean, poor Sadiq Khan has already enough on his plate dealing with Bobo Johnson, but like he really doesn't need a second Bobo messing around his country, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Tweet number 7. In May 2013, 26,000 unreported sexual assaults in the military, only 238 convictions. What did these geniuses expect when they put men and women together?
I don't know, for men to be civilized, normal people and not rape every single titties coming around?
Yeah, I mean, in my company where we work, they put men and women together, and they had to tie all the men to a chair because we just can't cooperate. It's everyone knows this. They should know better.
I mean, in my company, we're only allowed to rape people from the same sex, so we don't get this kind of issues, So far, so good. Yeah. Next tweet published in May 8, 2014. The global warming we should be worried about is the global warming caused by nuclear weapons in the hands of crazy incompetent leaders.
Can you believe it's been 4 years and he somehow hasn't launched a nuclear weapon at all?
I really think he is an undercover environmentalist, and that's why he didn't launch them.
It could be. Or that maybe they gave him he did ask for the launch codes, but it was too complicated to enter, so he just didn't manage.
I probably think the real reason was because the button for the bombs, it was red, and therefore communist, and him and communist, they don't get along.
Yeah, so he was like, can't press the button. Let's send some angry tweets instead.
So he was lashing out on Twitter.
Exactly. All right. Tweet number 8, October 2012. While Bette Midler is an extremely unattractive woman, I refuse to say that because I always insist on being politically correct.
I mean, I'm gonna place a bet here and say that all women are equally unattractive when you grab them by the pussy.
I can imagine that maybe he tried to grab her. She didn't let him, and now this is his revenge is a dish best served cold, and he's going on Twitter, getting revenge.
Our old Danny, he's a really sore loser. So look what he's doing with the election.
That is very true.
Yeah. Well, and for this list, we have the last, but by no means the least, of our tweets. This was posted November 2012, and our dear Donny said, "Thanks. Many are saying I'm the best 140 character writer in the world. It's easy when it's fun."
I mean, as a comedian, I do think he's one of the best 140 character writer in the world. It's just a shame that, he's being serious when he writes all that stuff.
I really think because this was when the 140 character was still on limit, tweets evolved and now tweets are longer. And I think when he didn't have to think so much, he was really saying cool things, but then when he had to overthink it, that's when his brain went nuts, and that's when he started tweeting so much weird stuff.
Yeah, plus to think that this is 4 years before he became president, and he was already writing stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, what can we say? We're also comedians, and I think we're not even at his level yet, and we'll probably never be. So
he should be a professional comedian. I mean, he could. He would just tell a story for 1 hour, everybody would be laughing, and
I think he really mistake the career path. He should be. At this point, with such a long tweet career, he should be even more famous and rich than Seinfeld himself.
True. True.
Well, so with this, we can wrap up our Trump special for this week on this third episode of Two Bald Bearded Dudes.
And don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments who's wearing the nicest suit.
See you next week. And months ago, concretely in March, our favorite president, Jesus, let me repeat.